warfare, not a metaphor. Every single day, since before the money, since before anything. Warfare, warfare. Yeah, warfare. From the moment my eyes adjusted to the light, every day a different version of the same recurring fight. 30 on my hip before my coffee, that's your morning right in the city that don't care about your left or your wrong or right. Just speed in your awareness and your willingness to handle whatever comes before you without flinching at the angle. She been in this warfare since she chose to stay beside me. Never asked me to stop, just asked me not to do it blindly. That's the only ceasefire I've accepted in this life. Everything else is active, everything else is strife. And I don't say that heavy, I say it like a fact. The way you say the weather, warfare, and that's that. Watch it take the softness out of every man I knew. Left something harder in its place, harder and more true. Maybe that's to trade the city office from the jump. Warfare in exchange for knowing exactly what you're from. Warfare, every day, every nigga lacking better move about the way. She loading while I'm moving, that's the only way we play. 808 hit so hard and knock the breath out of the day. Warfare never ends, never. Turn my enemies to lessons, turn my lessons into wins. She the only ceasefire allowed within. Warfare, that's my only creed, let it begin. Rap it, 30 shots before they register the first sound. Rap it, every problem that I got gets handled now. Rap it, she don't flinch, and that's the only piece I found. In a life that moves in fashion, need someone on solid ground, and she is always has been. Even when the nights were long and the phones were dead and the safe was light and everything felt wrong. She poured drink and sit beside me and I say a word. Just the presence of her being there, that's the most I ever heard from anyone about what loyalty looks like in the real. Not the version that they sell you, but the actual feel of it, which is quiet and consistent, and it shows up when the warfare's loudest and the smoke ain't even blown up. Yeah, she's already there, already loaded, already set for whatever comes, and that's the debt I haven't paid yet. Warfare every day, but she makes every day worth fighting. That's my only creed, and I say that without hiding. Warfare every day, every nigga lacking better move about the way. She loading while I'm moving, that's the only way we play. 808 hit so hard and knock the breath out of the day. Warfare never ends, never. Turn my enemies to lessons, turn my lessons into wins. She the only ceasefire allowed within. Warfare, that's my only creed, let it begin. The ones who stood beside me in the worst of it, I carried them in every bar. Every nigga who didn't make it to the part of the story we're in right now. You fought in the same warfare, you just didn't get the same outcome. And I don't know why, I just know I owe you the living. Warfare, let's go! Sun rising on the warfare and we still upright and breathing. Every attempt to break us only gave us more reason to push through whatever season. Tried to make the walls cave in. Warfare survivors, undefeated, still in the game, still counting, still moving, still here. 380 nights of warfare and we're still in the clear. She beside me, that's my only creed, that's the whole answer. Everything else is just warfare and I'm the last man standing there. Every day, every nigga lacking better move about the way. She loading while I'm moving, that's the only way we play. 808 hit so hard and knock the breath out of the day. Warfare never ends, never. Turn my enemies to lessons, turn my lessons into wins.